Bryce, what's your level of frustration at this point in the season? You obviously haven't had a season like this before. What are your thoughts on the team right now?
Yeah, we're all frustrated. Frustrating situation to be in. It's not who we are, not who we want to be, but that's what we are. We put on tape. We are. We put in the field, and we have to be better. Our defense, ball, great game, start to finish. We have to be better. I have to be better first and foremost. I have to be a lot better. So we have to be better. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating. And that's not me. That's not just me. That's everyone. We're competitors. Losing is frustrating. It's fresh. You feel it, but at the end of the day, you gotta turn the page. And being frustrated, however you feel, it's not gonna win you a game. It's not gonna help. You have to turn that and use that in action throughout the week, and then we have to translate it to Sunday or Thursday night, whatever. We have to translate it. We care. We work hard. I'm grateful to be playing with the guys that I am. We work hard. We're throughout the week. We look good. We execute. We push. But we got to find a way to make that translate again, especially offensively. First and foremost, myself. I have to be better. And as a unit, we can't put out. We can't have performances like that. We can't. We're better than that. We can't put that on film. So yeah, it's very frustrating. But ultimately, again, frustrated or not, it's not going to help you next week. So we got to be able to use that, turn it into something, and channel it and find a way.
Bryce, you mentioned the spirited practices, the good practices. Where do you see the biggest disconnect from those two putting it on?
We just making it translate. Honestly, it's something we got to figure out together as a team, as a whole, because we work, and the coaches do a great job of pushing us to work, and we try to be perfect. And again, throughout the week, we're good. We again, obviously, there's stuff we can do better. We're not perfect, but we work. We do the things. We come off of practices feeling good a lot of the times. We talk about little things and we carry it over. And again, the coaches do a great job of cultivating that from us. But we haven't been able to translate that. That hasn't been able to show up, especially consistently, and that's not good enough. It's a work in progress to find what that disconnect is. We all have to look in the mirror. We all have to figure out what we can do to help. Again, there's a lot of things I can do better, a lot of things I need to do better. So again, I'm right there. I got to make sure it translates well, just like everyone. But we're gonna find that answer together.
What happened to the 3rd and 10 play, Bryce?
Which one?
That third down play at the end of the game, right before the field goal try, the one that it was almost intercepted.
Read a blitz, dropped out. Dropped out under his zone where under the spot where I was throwing. So again, have to see that. Progress or get it up and over. Good play. Again, I have to be better all night. I was not good enough at all. Not good enough at all. We weren't. So gotta see things. Gotta make better decisions. Gotta execute better. And that's 100% on me.
Bryce, how is the frustration affecting your play out there?
It doesn't. You don't feel it on the field. It's not it's not something that affects. It doesn't affect my play. That's not a reason. I have to be better because of me. It's not some outstanding circumstance. It's not. I have to be better. I have to push myself. I have to be better. There's no excuse. There's no external. In the game, you don't think about that. That's not something that's going through your mind. There's not frustration in the game. It's we came back to the locker room a lot of times and been a lot of the same result. So that's where the frustration comes from. Again, we're all competitors. We're all frustrated. And ultimately, again, we'll be as frustrated as you want. It's not going to matter next Sunday. So we have to use that to actually be better and to make sure that it carries over.
We hear that you have to be better, but what do you need to do? Because we hear good practices. We hear the same stuff every week, but we also hear you have to get better. What do you need to change in order to be better?
It's just execution, just carrying stuff, the week's the week. but just from my standpoint, being better with everything, being more accurate, getting through things faster, making better decisions, figuring out managing situations better. It's all encompassing. Again, we had, especially considering the way our defense played, special teams helps. We had all the opportunities we had in the world, and ultimately didn't execute, and that's on me. Again, every time we snap the ball touches my hands. So it's my responsibility, and again, as a unit, we all take that ownership as well. So there's, it's a long list. You got to watch the film. You got to learn from it. You got to figure out, when you figure out, you watch the plays and you watch cut and you see everything that happened, you get the more specifics, but you just got to execute.
Hey, we'll do a couple more.
You guys only scored 2 touchdowns in 12 quarters since they changed play callers. How has that impacted what's happened out there?
That's that doesn't have anything to do with it. Again, we get put in good situations, and again, it's a different play caller, but TB's always helped with the system, always helped with. He's been a big part of it. It's not the play calls, again, it's execution. We get put in situations to be successful. We get we have opportunities, and we don't execute. And that starts with me. I have to be better, and then as a unit, again, it's not just me that takes that ownership. We all take it. So it's not the play calling, not the play caller, not TB at all. Again, we're as a unit, as a group, we all have to be better, and we just have to execute on the field.
Bryce, that last drive, I think you all ran 15 plays, and obviously didn't score, but it seemed like everything was short and intermediate to short. How difficult does that make it to get down the field and get in the end zone?
That's not, again, that especially in that last drive, that's by design, and also by where that's really reflected of what the defense is giving. Obviously it's a 2-minute situation. We want to keep the ball in front, so it resulted in some short and intermediate passes. So again, because of that wasn't, it's to take advantage of that, but we have stuff that if they do, if they give us something that's, they didn't, that was just how it shook out. And, 15-play drive is great, and, it's awesome. But a 15-play drive with no points is the same as a 1-play drive with no points. You didn't, especially at that time, move the ball awesome. Didn't come out with points in the end. So that's not, it's not play calling. That's not, the situation dictated that. And especially at that time, short and stuff like that, you take time, you take clock, you're able to move the ball. We were put in the right spot. I have to do a better job of making sure that we execute and we find a way to score in that moment.
Thank you, Bryce.
Thanks, Bryce.
Lots of